Okay, so I will disconnect the top. In this case, I will disconnect the top, because if there is a short somewhere, it's I will disconnect also. This cable here is for microphone output and audio output. So also this one, because it's a different board, circuit board. This one still communicates with the top. I would like to keep it for the buttons, I think. Okay, disconnected all these things. This, I believe, is the switch for power, turning on the power on the camera. So I don't want to do that. Okay, this is disconnected. This is disconnected. We've disconnected almost everything. I will disconnect the mic. It might be in short. We never know. I can measure it. It's just 2 wires, but I don't want to spend time. It's easy. I'm just disconnecting things. All right. Is it strange that the camera behaves identical? So we've changed all components, basically, all electronic components, and the camera behaves in the same way. That's extremely strange, something that I never encountered so far. Never. Few times happen, but not at this level. So this is the real ultrasonic cleaner that sets on the front of the sensor. Now I will connect it. Let me make sure I've disconnected most of the things. This, I don't understand why when I disconnect this, which this is the focusing assembly. I don't understand why the camera still is not working, but let's see. Yeah, this is the IF system, autofocus system. No need. Well, another thing, this one here, I mentioned in the other video, the first part of the video, this is the compact flash memory card reader. So also, if there is a problem with this, we might have maybe, who knows, might have some damaged pins. So if the pins are touching something or touching each other, which it looks like everything looks okay, so still okay, all right. So I'll put some power on. I'll take this off for now. Connect my back. Doesn't matter if it looks the way it looks. That's not a problem. So connected it, 160 milliamps, and got to 0, which so far is normal. I'll power it on, and nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is probably due to this, because I've seen that when I disconnect this, which is really strange, the camera stops working. Power 120, 160 milliamps, 20 milliamps, and then 0. Right. Whoa, that's why. That's why this one also powers the camera, because I left the memory card door open. So I really want to disconnect this point for now. So closing, same reading. And nothing. This is so strange. Oh, I know what it is. Well, I know why we don't get power. Wait, just a second. It's because of this. Then I will look at it as well. I will look better on it. Come on. turning on. So far so good. All right, I'll leave it like that for now and see what's the reading. Because I keep the screen on, I have 200 milliamps of consumption. If I turn it off, wait, because it's to info, I have 4. Oh, interesting, because I have 40 milliamps, which before it was 5. Let's see if this goes in standby. I will take a shot. So it takes shots, but now it's stuck. It says busy. It says busy because I have the image sensor disconnected. So I'm not gonna take a shot next. I will just turn it on. Just a second. Turn it on. Reading okay. Turn it on. Battery okay. It's good that it's asking me for battery. He didn't lost the memory, which is interesting. Error 0 sensor cleaning is not possible. Okay, that's okay, because we disconnected it. And I just want to see, just by sitting the camera here, what will happen. So I have 260 milliamps of power absorption, consumption. This happens because I have the screen on. Auto power off. Let's wait 1 minute and see if the camera goes in auto power off. Just 1 minute. So if it's the case, then I slowly I will start connecting the flats and wait, do the same similar repeat. So camera turn off and we have zero no power, because camera now turned off, which that's interesting. Let's see if it works if we push like a shutting button. So camera turned on. I have the menu again. This we didn't reach this step before. Before the camera was behaving quite strange, quite. We were getting quite quick. We were getting the low battery message, but this time the camera managed to power off, go in standby by itself. So I'm gonna repeat these things for a few times. I'm gonna just I don't need to touch for now. I don't want to touch it, just to see to make sure it turns off. And next I will connect the image sensor just to see how the camera behaves. And in that case I can also take pictures and save. Now the camera turned off and there is no sign of consumption. So the camera behaves the way it's supposed to. All right, I just wake up the camera. So next, at this point, I'm quite confident to start connecting things. I'll turn it off. Works fine. The camera was trying to clean. Sensor cleaning obviously is not working because it's not connected. So now I will disconnect the positive from my bank power, and I will connect this is the image sensor motherboard, and also this. I will connect them both, and I will start doing similar. I will start behaving as same as before, like just doing tests. All right, putting the terminal back on position. We have the quick reading, the same, the usual 160 milliamps, and now cannot communicate with the battery, which is really good. And then we have 200 milliamps, which is sensor cleaning. It's okay because we didn't connect yet the sensor cleaning. I want to skip that for now. And I can reach the menu. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I can cancel that. Let's put the menu. I can, at this point, I could potentially take a picture. Obviously, no card in camera. Since this camera has two, works with two cards, I can add a card inside just to see how it behaves. So this, in this case, the SD card, it's working. So let me see. I will put the card inside, and it's reading. It's making a. It's scanning the card to see what type of pictures, the folders, and so on. All kind of checkups. Works fine. I will go to menu. Menu works. I will save a picture. Picture was saved, apparently, and let's see. Obviously, you cannot see it, but there's a image saved there because it's completely dark. And let's see if we can get some exposure. I want to get some exposure. So we have some exposure, and we can see the exposure. Basically, this is the picture. I wanted to keep it like that to see if the camera shuts off in 1 minute. As you noticed from the preview video, if you didn't see the first video, I don't know if this is the part, will be part 2 or part of the part 1 of the first video. In case if this is the part 2, go and watch the part 1. In case you're gonna see on the title, you're gonna see if it's part 1 or 2. If there is no mention, it is not mentioned, the title on the title is not mentioned part 1 or part 2, that means there's only one part. So let's see. All right, so camera turned off. So the for now seems to work okay. I will on the menu, picture. I took picture. Now I will turn off the camera, disconnect the positive terminal, and I will start connecting other stuff. Well, okay, so I will connect the this is the ultrasonic cleaner. All right, ultrasonic cleaner connected. What do we have here? This is the battery. Doesn't matter. This is the memory battery, data battery. This is the autofocus system. Let's do it another test. Connect the terminal back. Camera does the normal checkup. Turning on. Check on the battery. Wow, this is strange because we're supposed to have something here, and actually we have a battery message. Let's turn off, disconnect the ultrasonic I need to disconnect the terminal. Disconnect the ultrasonic of the image sensor, which is strange. It might not be the case. This is really strange. We are dealing here with a really strange behavior of this camera. Battery issue. Huh. Let me do it again. This is so weird. Alright, so error says sensor cleaning not possible, that's okay. Okay, that doesn't matter. And now seems to work. Seems to be back to normal camera. Will be strange to have an issue with the ultrasonic cleaner. I never encountered this in my entire experience, but never is too late. But still I'm skeptical that this might be the reason. Then if that's the case, I'm gonna reach out the image sensor and see what's happening there. We might be able to replace the ultrasonic system, which is just a piece of glass and some wires that creates some ultrasonic vibrations, as I was explaining in the first video or earlier in this video, and the camera turned off. Right, that seems to work. I will do it again. I will connect battery. Okay, let's turn off everything, and like I will just put the power on, reading normal. All the reading are normal. Battery, communicate with the battery. Okay, was reading the SD card. We're gonna get the error for the image sensor system not working. The image sensor, the sensor cleaning system is not always each and every time you turn on and off the camera. Depends on how long you keep the camera on and how long you keep it off. I believe it's more important than how long you keep it off. If you turn it on and off, it will not do it. Like if you turn it on, you turn it off and then you keep it off for few seconds, couple of seconds, then most likely it will not repeat the process. You will need to wait a certain amount of time until the camera will redo the ultrasound cleaning. Right, I'll take a shot just to make sure. I'll put the info on just to have. Oh, by the way, info. It's another thing that I need to understand. Let's wait and see how the camera behaves, obviously. But another thing that might create an issue with the camera, it might be the GPS, unit drive, circuit board. So also that can be something that can create issues to the camera. So far looks normal. I'll take a picture. I'll take again another picture just to have the exposure, more pictures. Okay, so looks fine. Seems like the camera communicates. I'll turn it off. Cleaning sensor, because I keep the camera for a certain time on, and at this point I will reconnect. I will take off the terminal. Oh, what's going on? Okay. Normal reading, turning on, battery communicate, blah. We had the sensor cleaning. Before, the sensor cleaning wasn't working. Even when it was connected, the sensor cleaning wasn't working all the time. I will check the connector, the flat, to make sure everything. I will do another. Actually, I will do another. Let's see. More pictures, and I will do. Actually, I will put in multi on Edge. We got an error, and the camera doesn't communicate. I will turn it off because otherwise I risk to damage. I might have damaged the files, corrupted the files on the memory card, but that's okay. I don't care. It's nothing important over there. So I will do the same, basically. I'll try to do the same, but this time I will disconnect the cleaning. You must be so careful with these connections. These ones are the most difficult ones to work with. All right. Right. We got power. Battery, okay. Date, that's okay. I'll do it again. And again, it fails. I'll turn it on. Turn it off. And we need to understand what else we can disconnect at this point. It might be something connected with the sensor. But one thing I wanted to do, as I mentioned, is to take off disconnect the Wi-Fi Wi-Fi driver, Wi-Fi board, circuit board. Let's have a better look on this. Right. In order to disconnect, we need take this off. This camera has only less than 900 shots. Interesting. I don't remember where the Wi-Fi circuit board sits. Is it possible that it's on the motherboard? So we've changed all the circuit boards, right? We've changed power, bottom, and also main motherboard. But the camera still, it's a bit better, but still behaves in a strange way. So the only board that it's left is this one here. Because the others are disconnected. This one is disconnected, for example, the HDMI output and the microphone. But I can see some power cable. Let's see. Still, it behaves like the camera having some connections issue, like something that might be related with water oxidation. I don't remember if I took this. I disconnected this point. Yeah, that looks clean. Disconnect, I found here, there was a pin disconnector here. You cannot see it, you barely see it, you can see it. This pin here, this connector here, wasn't properly connected. So I will put everything back and try again. Could be that the memory cards, the power drivers, they have memories, and in case something goes wrong with the camera, keeps it in the memory for a while, and then because when we changed, as soon as we changed the motherboards, we got the same identical message on the camera. So that might be related with an old error. Sometimes you might get stick. The error might get stick inside the circuit boards. And actually, that is something that probably it's connected with power. So that connector, it might be related with power. When I was trying to shot. Right, I'll put this back. Let's put the top back. I don't think this is this is the speaker, the one that you hear the sound, the beep sound when the camera is focusing. I don't find anything that could potentially make the camera not working just by looking at the top condition of the top of the camera. So I cannot find anything that I potentially need to disconnect. So I'm gonna put this back. So when it happens to repeat the all kind of tests that you need to do on the camera, and you repeat, you must be very patient, because otherwise it's so easy to lose trust, to lose confidence, and stress yourself. It's so easy, but there's no, that would definitely is not beneficial, will not help with and in any way, so just gonna carry on. Okay, date, this is normal. The camera is doing some checkup on the images, and see if we can see some, yeah, it goes on the images and it goes fine. I can, by doing this, I can put some stress on the camera, so that's good. I have like a 203, close to 300 milliamps consumption, which is not that much. All right, so okay, this is okay. I'm gonna take a picture only. It gets to I'll do something because my power, oh, this is my fault here. That's why the camera was going in error. Wait just a second. No, not necessarily my fault, but I'll increase slightly the power on my power bank, and let's see. That looks good to me. Sorry, probably you didn't see the whole thing. So what I'm doing now, I'm taking pictures. Let's see. These are under exposure. There's no light. But if you can go put a bit of a stress on the camera. I don't remember. The cleaning system is connected. Yeah, everything is connected. That connector there, it might have make the difference. That connector, because when the connector was, so this is the male connector, male female, let's say male and female. So it has three pins, so male and female. The connector, instead of putting the connector on the three pins all the way inside, one connector was slightly out. I could see it from one side of the camera. So what happened when I was about to make multiple shots, because of the vibration, camera creates a vibration. The motors are creating vibrations, so you can feel it if you put if you touch the points on the camera inside the camera, you can feel the vibration. So because of that, the vibration was moving in all the camera, and the connector was the 3 points of the connector. Maybe they were staying on one of them, they were just barely touching, and when the camera was vibrating with the multiple shots, there was lack of communication, or slightly loose of power, and that's why the camera was going in kind of a error or safety. But still, I don't know what is the cause of the problem. So, well, one is that, because now we put it and it works, but we still don't have the similar behavior of the camera of showing the power issue. The camera is cleaning. I'll go for manual clean. Sensor cleaning, clean now. Auto cleaning, I don't need, that's why that's each and every time you turn on and off the camera. So if I turned off the camera, that was because I already did the cleaning, so the camera didn't do it again. So memorize that, obviously. I'll turn it on again. I'll take some more pictures. Right, it seems to work fine. I'll start connecting more points. This is the AF system, autofocus system. I'll connect it. I can connect also the battery, because this one, even it has a little bit of residue, it's still okay. That is just the battery, memory battery. And on the bottom side it's okay. Normal reading, turning it on. Can I communicate? It's okay. We had the cleaning, I believe. No, it's okay. So now I have a strange reading. No, it's okay. 0.6. Let's see. All right. I will need to cancel plenty of pictures after this. That's okay. Let's see if the camera goes in standby. Obviously, in this case, the best is for you to skip, just to go forward, just with a push of a button. Otherwise, I have to edit this section and cancel it, and obviously spend more time than you can do. So I decided to leave the video entirely, because it's much easier for me to put the content out there, and for you just to watch it and skip it. Alright, so the camera turned off. I'll try to see if it turns on. Normal. Takes pictures. I will next I will connect this is the HDMI. Actually, it's not the HDMI, this is the microphone, because HDMI it's directly on the camera, connected directly on the motherboard. But this is the microphone connector. Let me put the power back. Normal reading, turning on. Communicate with the battery, okay. This is because the memory is full. There's no many pictures available. There's no other pictures available, so it is just, I guess, as you can see, it says a full card. So I will try to clean Let me have a look. I will have a look and see if I can. I have any important pictures. Otherwise, I'll erase it. Okay, so I managed to cancel some pictures, and now we'll try to see. All right, so that looks good to me. I think it's enough. I will connect. I will not open from here. I will take the positive terminal off. All right, so now let's see. We have one left before we have the microphone connector, and I don't think it's related with this, but I will give it a try. One thing that is left after that is this, and let's see how the camera will behave once that it's connected back in place. So normal reading, turning on, battery, which is okay. So as you can see, the camera behaves very normally. Each and every time I disconnect the power, it asks me for the battery. Sometimes before it was randomly skipping that point, that message. It was the camera was turning on directly. Right. That seems to work fine. So now let's connect. If this will work, well, I don't know. I don't know what can be the why the camera now works and before wasn't. We're gonna place once this is okay, we're gonna place the old motherboard, original motherboard, and we'll see how it behave. So terminal on, normal reading on, battery okay. Oops, we have issue. We have issue. We have an issue. So we got back to the initial issue of this camera. So I think we might be at the point where we detected the issue. So apparently there is something wrong. It looks like to be something wrong with the memory card, the compact flash memory card reader. So let's put this back. So I disconnected it. Power. Turning on the camera. Okay. Normal. This is okay. I have the normal reading. The sensor, the camera, the image, the motherboard seems to work fine for now. I'll take pictures. Seems to work fine. Even though we put all the connections back, now I will wait if the camera shuts off by itself. Still we have okay, it's going okay with on the top screen, back screen. I will wait until this turns off and goes in standby. I want to make sure, though, doing all the times doing double checks to make sure the issues is related with the part that you might potentially think it's faulty. So always be patient and meticulously try to repeat the process until you are 100% sure the faulty part it's found. It is it's detected. The camera turn off normally. If I push the button, the shutter button, this one, the shutter button, it's turning on normally. So what I will do next, I'll turn off the camera, take the power terminal off, and put back the compact flash reader. Oh, it's so hard. It is hard to put it back with one hand. All right, so I will, when this happens, when you don't have, you're not working, you're not easily working on something. For example, I need to put this this connector here, and in the same time I wanted to avoid to disconnect the back of the camera. And if you don't have if doesn't happen to have an easy way to put things back, just make it the way you have. It becomes easy for you. You need to do it in a way that you don't have. This is a bit oily usually because I have my hands on my. I have the gloves. The gloves are quite good to be able to put this back, because the gloves doesn't it's not does not slippering, so it holds it helps me to put the flat back easily. But apparently I have a little bit of oil or dirt. Maybe someone disconnected this part, then it's I touched something and I feel a little bit of oil on my hand. Might be grease or something. All right, this is back in place. This is a long one. This is a very long one. Power back. I have normal reading. I'll turn on. Cannot communicate with the battery, which is okay. And now the date, which is okay. Menu. Let's just go through the menu. Menu again. I'll start taking some pictures. I'll try to put some stress on the camera actually. See, not always. If before we got the problem straight away, now we didn't have it anymore. So we are not 100% sure the issue is related with the card reader. The memory is about to get full soon. Turn it off. Turn it on again. I want to see something on the connector. See what is this? What's the condition of this connector? I need to look under the microscope, so I will disconnect the back and see. I couldn't find anything suspicious under the microscope. Everything looks okay with the connector. But what I will do next, I will put a compact flash card. I will take off the SD card and I will put the compact flash card to see how the camera goes. and still, because once we got that error, we are still in deep waters. Obviously the camera behaves much better now, but we need to understand why that happens. Because most likely it will happen again. All right. I don't want to put this now. I want to turn on the camera and see what is going on when I insert the card, the memory card. Just reading the memory card. Everything looks fine. Everything looks absolutely fine. Even though once we got this problem, it happened once to get the similar problem, which was the battery. The battery, low battery message. Okay, so seems okay, even if I am still not convinced. Obviously, I will this time I will change. I will use the original motherboard and see what will happen. All right, so it's no more reading. Now it's camera communicates. Turning on. Battery okay. So this is the original motherboard, just to remind you. Info, menu, just going through the menu. Picture, no card in camera, which that's okay. Let's put this one. Reading, no more reading. One thing I noticed, this, so the other motherboard was having a consumption when everything is off and no screen. There was a consumption of now it's back on the same consumption. It was 50 milliamps. Now it's 100 milliamps, but that now gets. Let's see if this turns off. Let's see. What's the auto power off disabled? Okay, so I will put, instead of disabled, I will put on 1 minute. So this is important. If you put auto power off on disabled, your camera will be always on. The camera will never go in standby. It will never go on safe mode. It will always be on, and you're gonna have a power consumption, and the battery will drain out quite quick. If you're going out and you're doing pictures, you're gonna do some pictures now, and then after I don't know, a couple of hours, the battery will not get it will not get low, but it will be a consumption. The battery will lose power. So let's say you have one day you go in shooting, and then you're out, you're going or shooting, and you're gonna have a shooting for 1 week. One day, this now the camera shut off, got in standby. So you're doing shooting, and one day, and then you're gonna do another shooting in the next 3 days, or actually after 3 days, and then again after 4 days. You're gonna drain the battery quite quickly, because all the time, non-stop, the camera will be on. If you're turning on, if you leave the camera on position, which that I highly not recommend. All right, so it looks like the camera behaves quite okay. We got that message before. Once happened once, which I'm not happy about. Oops. Oh, card full. Okay, no problem. I will erase the card, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've cancelled some pictures. If this will work now, maybe because we had that connector on the bottom, that connector that I was mentioning before wasn't entirely connected. If we have that connector on the bottom, and most likely the reason why the camera was not working properly, maybe. But what I will do, once I am sure with the functionality of the original motherboard, I will reverse the original power boards with bottom driver, back power board, and the top power board, and see what we're gonna get after, how that will behave. But until then, I still need to put some stress on the camera. I get only one picture because I need to change this camera. This motherboard has different setup. As you can see, works okay. I think I need to connect now. We need to connect. I will turn it off. Cleaning works fine. I will connect the again. I will connect the memory card reader, the compact flash memory card reader. Let's see if I can make it with one hand, which is quite hard. Don't do this if you don't have experience. Absolutely don't do this, because you need some experience to know how pressure you need to put, how to twist things. It's very complex, not complex. It's easy damageable. I don't know if that's a English word. Oh, sorry. Power. Terminal. Normal reading. Power. This is normal. I didn't get the message. I didn't get the message for the battery, which is quite strange. Oh, again, as soon as I connected that. That's really strange. I get to the point. It says error 00. I get to the point. I don't know why, but I get to the point that leads me to think the issue is from here. Let's disconnect it and see how it behaves now. And even if now we'll get the same error thing. It might be that the camera memorized the error and it keeps it for a while. So let's see. Battery. Now we have the battery. Before wasn't the camera wasn't asking me for the battery. Okay, so I need to leave it the sensor cleaning menu. Everything was fine. So I need to stop here because I need to do something urgently. So I will take it after. I will when I'm gonna be back. Or maybe when I'm gonna have a little bit of time, I will continue. So let's see. Probably we're gonna reach a third part here.